Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about all the different campaigns which are kicking in right after this maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, the very first thing I want to go over is, of course, the new urgent quest Omen of the Planetbreaker is now available. So as we can see over here, it is an 8-player version of the Darkfall Solace fight, and it's going to be a little bit more easier as the failure conditions, as well as the enemy attacks and the damage that you take are going to be nerfed a little bit. I don't know if there's still going to be a death limit. Personally, I think they're probably just going to remove the death limit altogether. So, you can die as many times as you want, and you're still going to be able to complete the quest. So that is really nice. However, the main reason why people are going to be interested in running this urgent quest are going to be because of the new Flugelgard weapons. So these are the new 10-star rarity weapons which have been dropping 2 weeks ago, however exclusively in mining rig defense because it was mistakenly released 2 weeks early. However, now it's going to be obtainable officially, so you can run Mining Rig Defense, you can run Darkfall Solace, you can run Omen of the Planetbreaker. These are all viable pieces of content in order to try to get a 10-star rarity weapon. Now, not only are we getting a new urgent quest, we are also getting a new limited time quest special training, Green Hill Sprint 2. So this is the limited time quest. This is the Sonic collaboration limited time quest that we had way back. So it is nice to see that we finally got this back again, because this limited time quest specifically was actually really fun. However, it doesn't end there because we have new preset skill types. So this is new Fixas as well. So all of the new Fixas have officially been released. So this includes armors as well. There are new fixes on weapons and armors. There's one on the armor that actually decreases your photon blast time, or it increases the amount of photon blast gauge that you get when you attack. I forgot which one it was, but nevertheless, there are new fixes, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for this. Next up is, of course, the new SG Scratch Refined Form November 2023. So if you are looking to update your wardrobe, make sure to check the SG Scratch. Remember, you get a free scratch every single day by simply logging in. And on top of that, through the new Mission Pass NGS Season 26, you also get an SG Selector ticket, which actually lets you pick any item from the SG Scratch for free. So make sure to take full advantage of that in order to extend your wardrobe choices so that you get more options. Keep in mind that there is the emote Gorilla Time. However, this is a scratch count bonus, so you are going to need to spend a little bit of SG if you do want this emote. And I know for a fact Alex West is going to pick up this emote and troll me in one of my videos. Now, other than the SG Scratch, there is also the AC Support item Select November 2023. There are some new capsules in this AC Scratch, so make sure to check them out. Don't worry, I will cover all of that in tomorrow's video as we will be able to log in game and I'll be able to show you all the new items. The next thing I want to go over are some system updates. So right after the maintenance, all of the urgent quests in the Retem region are going to be Omen of the Planetbreaker. So there is no more Mining Rig Defense, there is no more Haunted Domain. All of the urgent quests that happen, every single one of them in the Retem region is going to be Omen of the Planetbreaker, and this is going to last for an entire week. So the entirety of this week is all going to be Omen of the Planetbreaker. So whenever an urgent quest comes up, just make sure that you log in and just run it, because this is a very fun urgent quest. And since they lowered all of the requirements and made the fight a lot easier, I don't see any reason why anyone should not run it. You might get lucky, you might get a 10-star and save yourself a lot of money or make a lot of money. And last but not least, don't forget on November 22nd is Premium User PSO2 Day, so just make sure that you actually log in during this day if you are a premium user, because you do get rewarded 50-star gems, as well as the EXP earn plus 20%, as well as the rare drop rate plus 50%, which is pretty nice. So to sum things up, this week is pretty much Planet of the Omen Breaker. Whenever that urgent quest is available, you want to run it. Now, don't forget, you can get 10-star rarity weapons to drop from Darkfall Solace as well. So that is the 4-man version. So you can just run that indefinitely since there are no trigger requirements. You literally just queue in. And so you can definitely spam that if you do have a solid group and you're not dying all the time and you have the damage. As I said in my previous videos, a Neo J weapon with a high Fixa is incredibly powerful. Emiko actually did the testing like 2 months ago in the video. I'll leave the video link in the description below. But a Fixa Termina 5 Neo J weapon is equivalent to a Fixa Termina 1 Tisha weapon. Alright? Just let that sink in. A Fixa 5 Neo J weapon is equivalent to a Tisha Fixa 1 weapon, alright? So if you don't have a weapon for Darkfall Solace and you're looking for one, a Neo J weapon with a high Fixa, I would recommend a Fixa 4 or a Fixa 5, is incredibly powerful. You can go with Fixa Termina if you already have all of your add-on skills and high crit rate already, or you can go with Fixa Fatale if you don't have all of your add-on skills and you don't have high crit rate, and both choices are viable. You don't even have to go with those choices. You can go with any Fixa as long as it's Fixa 4 or above. I personally think that will be more than good enough, and you're going to definitely deal a ton more damage against Darkfall Solace. That is the key thing. You don't really want to use a Neo J weapon for all of your content, like open world content, combat zones. It's not going to be as effective as your Brunyaga weapons. So remember, your event weapons or your seasonal weapons, those Brunyaga weapons, you can literally just change out your seasonal augment to like a normal augment, like a stat 5 or whatever, and you're good to go. So yeah, just do that. But if you are planning to fight Darkfall Solace, please make sure that you use a Neo J weapon. I'm going to show a clip over here. Look at that Photon Blast. I did 70,000 damage with a Neo J weapon with a Fixa Fatale 5. It's not even a Termina, so my crit damage is not increased. My crit damage is default, and I still dealt so much damage. So please take advantage of it. Neo J weapons are incredibly cheap because everyone just finished farming those giant mutants and they're dropping like candy. So definitely look out for one. I would recommend picking one up early before a lot of people realize that, hey, Neo J weapons are actually really dang good, and then the prices skyrocket as supply dries out. However, if farming Darkfall Solace isn't your jam, don't worry, you can just run the limited time quest Green Hill Sprint over and over and over. That is also a viable solution. We are going to need to look at the loot table, so I will be covering that in tomorrow's video as the servers are currently still down. So once they come up, I'm going to find out what the actual potential drops are in that limited time quest and see whether it's worth running or not. But I'm pretty confident that it's going to have some goodies and it is going to be worth running.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.